Now, students, let's do the question answers also. Now, see, on the basis of your understanding of the poem, complete the following statements with the most appropriate options. Now, see the first one. The poet in this poem recalls his boyhood days with what? Now, see, there are four things given: regret, fearful, nostalgia, contentment. So, regret means like he's not happy, he's sad. So, that you can't see in the poem. Fearful, he's not scared of things. That is why he's imagining all such things. Now, nostalgia. What do you mean by nostalgia? It is obviously remembering things. You know, when you have done something, you just keep on remembering old things. Contentment is satisfaction. So I think the correct answer for this is nostalgia because he's remembering things and that is the message in the end he gives. So it is nostalgia. Third one is the correct answer. Come to the second one. The simple things that pleased the poet were, what was that? Games, textbooks, computers, all of the above. So what was there? Was it games? Was it textbook? Was it computers? Was it all of the above? So you have to just think over what is it. So it was obviously the games, isn't it? Which you see that he was playing the pirates and he was also playing as cowboy. So both these were the games. So the first one is your correct answer. Come to the third one. What helped the poet overcome the grind was? So what he would do, he would just go on, keep on reading the books. Okay, so it was the power of the books that actually, because of that, he used to forget the daily work. The magical world of the books, the travel to the far places, time. So it was obviously the first one, that is the magical world of books. Now come to the question number. What games did the poet play as a child? What impact did they have on him? So obviously it was the pirates and the cowboy, which you have already read, isn't it? So the poet liked to play pirates and cowboys as a child, and this enabled him to develop a vivid imagination, and because of this, he was able to develop that imagination. Now, come to the third one. The poet's life is unlike the books he read. Quote from the poem to validate this. Now, the poet's life is unlike the books he read. Obviously, the books which he used to read, okay, and his the things are all totally different. So which line tells you about this? I discovered the joy of reading and escaped the daily grind. So like he would read those books but he would forget his work which he was supposed to do daily. Okay, so daily grind. So this is the quote which you can quote. What was the impact of science fiction on his life? Question number 4. So the poet read the books of Jules Verne, isn't it? It's written in the that he would read the books of Jules Verne and went traveling to the moon, and he takes a look round the moon, isn't it? See, he reads Jules Verne here, isn't it? And then he reads a book of Jules Verne. He goes to the moon to just take a look, and then he again returns, isn't it? So that was a science fiction book, and comes back home when he is done reading, and when his reading is finished, obviously he returned. Now let us do the next question, that is, illusion is a figure of speech in which an object or circumstance briefly and indirectly refers to another. This is the fifth question. Illusion is a figure of speech in which an object or circumstance briefly and indirectly refers to another person, place, thing, or event. In the fifth stanza, the speaker alludes to two people. Find out who they are. What do these allusions convey? So these two people are, you can see in the paragraph, isn't it? The third last paragraph, you can see, I spent time in the forest of Africa with Dr. Livingstone as my guide, then off again to America with Huckleberry Finn. I did hide. So this is the fifth one, the fifth question. So Dr. Livingstone was an explorer, which I told you in the explanation also, in Africa, and in actually 1850s. Now his knowledge of the river Nile, actually he said so many things about river Nile, about the routes for the missionaries. So it was because of that route that the missionaries was open, and even for the freedom of the slaves. And Huckleberry Finn is a fictional character created by Mark Twain. Now Mark Twain. So Huckleberry Finn is the character in that poem. So he is actually a mischievous boy who likes to explore the countryside and gets into trouble. So whenever he is exploring or doing something new in the countryside, he falls into some of the troubles, and that is how his life is. So even he is imagining, when he is reading, he thinks that he himself is a Huckleberry Finn, and he is also exploring things and falling into trouble. Now the last question is, that is the last question, that is question number 6. What impact did growing up have on the poet? This is very important. What impact? So when the poet grew up, actually what happened? He was in the fantasy world, isn't it? He was in the fantasy world, always imagining things and doing all sorts of mischiefs and all. He would imagine himself as hero, and so when he grew up, everything was lost. His childhood a world of games and imagination came to an end, although he became serious, isn't it? He became serious. A part of him never forgot the mysterious and the imaginary world of his younger days. So actually, he did not, even when he grew up, he did not forget the mysterious things and of his life, and he did not forget imagining things also, as he would do when he was young. So that is what the message in the end he tries to give us. Now, how many questions are we going to do? See, now these 3 questions, 1, 2 and 3, these MCQs, will be doing it in the book itself, and only question number 2, 3, 4 and 6 we will be doing in the copies, okay, your fair copies. I'll give you the answers also, and you can also try yourself writing in your own language. That is the best thing. And if you're not, some of them who are not able to do, I'll give you the answers also. But you must give a try yourself first. Now, so illusion, this 5th question we are not going to do. So we can omit this one, and let rest 2, 3, 4 and 6 we are going to do. So thank you for today, children.